Good. Yeah, I'm gonna make coffee. I believe in you guys. I'll be right back. You got this. You'll make it without me, just for 5 minutes. I believe in you.
Mr. Shotgoon, may we have the UF game night? Bald man emoji, bald man emoji, bald man emoji, bald man emoji.
Good. Good news, my good fellows. I got my coffee. And that means I can actually start modding. My goodness. What a concept. I hope you guys are good today. Just put out a short a little bit ago, finally. Been lacking on those a little bit lately, to be honest with you. But it was a cool one. It showed off the E3 Scarab finally. I'm pretty happy about that. But you know what's even cooler than the E3 Scarab? It's gonna be permafrost. Yeah, I just checked my notes here. It says permafrost is actually way cooler than that. Master Oof, thank you for the 2, said Mr. Shotgoon, may we have Ultimate Forge game night? Not tonight, but I would like to do one very soon. I'm really interested in just grinding out permafrost and getting this done. But we can definitely do one pretty soon. Maybe the next couple of days. Solidus, thank you for the 2, said Bald. You know what? I'm just not going to read that one. But thank you for the 2. I appreciate it. But yeah, I ain't reading all that. Oh, shoot. Wait, I must fix something before we begin. Oh, me, oh, my. Alright, there we go. Can I get an update on what's completed? Sure can, Rowan. But first, let me work on a couple things. Let's get this started here. Let's do you. That looks pretty good. We'll do that one. Nice. All right. Let's begin. DJ, hit the Halo 2 soundtrack. Oh, very nice, very nice. Wait a minute. You mod Halo? Wow, that's fucking awesome. Yeah, not to brag, but it is pretty awesome, you're right. Yeah, it's true. It's kind of a big deal. I don't like to make it a big deal, but like just objectively, it's kind of a big deal. All right, let me take a sip of coffee. We'll get started. Oh. Hello! Welcome back. It's a pleasure to have you here. It's even a bigger pleasure to have me. Hope you guys have been doing good. Yesterday we only had a short stream, but today we got a full fat stream. All fat. I'm just so fat this stream, dude. It's going to be fantastic. Because, if you take a look around here, I was experimenting. Yesterday, I had to leave and go to the movies and have a little bit of fun. But we did a lot as far as texturing and lighting yesterday, which is really fun. So the first and most important thing is while I was gone, I haven't even gotten the chance to see how everything looks yet. But as you can see, based on the shadows and things here around the map, I finally light-baked the original permafrost skybox that I spent all that time on high, which means even these very dark areas over here are actually pretty visible now. You're not just blinded. You can actually kind of see around here, which is pretty nice. I don't know about in here. These are probably, it's a little buggy in here. I gotta tweak these. I'm not super concerned about these areas yet, but they're doing all right. They're doing fine. We added some new texture detail to the mountains and things. You'll notice some snowy, lighter areas in the mountains. We increased the detail on all of the cliffs yesterday as well. While the textures here aren't perfect yet, and they could definitely use a little bit more love, they are looking a little bit nicer. They got some more detail and coloration and variation, which makes them feel a little better. They are no longer single, just Minecraft blocks. They're overall just pretty good. And I especially like how this area is coming out as well. The darker areas, the little shadowed areas here, not perfect yet. I definitely want to get some fancy little Covenant lights and things decorated all throughout, which I think will increase the visual and the fidelity of this area a little bit. And I'd like to work on that today, frankly, because I think that'll add a lot of Halo-y vibes. If we have those little Covenant stick poles with little lights on them just blinking all throughout, I think that'd be really cool. That would be pretty freaking epic, dude. I'm gonna be back later. You better be Void. If you're not back later after saying that, you're banned from my Minecraft server. And I mean that. I mean that deadly, super seriously. Alright, better watch yourself. Anyway, overall the cliffs are looking really good, but the cannon... Alright, calm down, okay? We'll get there eventually. Calm down. Calm down. I know you're very passionate about the cannon for some reason, but don't worry. We will get there. Oh, and I cleaned up the textures, by the way. If you saw yesterday's shorter stream, you probably know that by now. But I did clean up the textures on things. In fact, we started decorating, not this side, but this side over here. We started doing small detailing, like adding these little icy decals. I don't know, what was that? We started adding these icy decals around the base, which looks pretty cool. It's a pretty subtle effect, but I think it's kind of nice. You can see little just icy bits kind of going up and on to these different structures here. It's, again, subtle, but I think pretty cool. It's kind of nice, you know? It's like, oh, it's kind of next to the snow. It's kind of getting up there. 7! Thank you for the 2!
Spills your diet, Dr. Kelp.
What? My diet, Dr. Kelp! Yeah, thanks for that, too. Thanks for that, too. Really frickin' appreciate it, dude. Boo! Yeah, oh my god, I'm a human being. That's crazy. Yeah, today, we're going to continue on making this map look beautiful. So I'm going to be honest with you guys. I still have the same complaint with this map that I have had for the past, like, 3 days. Ever since I fixed light mapping and made this map look all purty and nice. The biggest issue I've had, besides the little UV errors, which I will fix. Don't worry, calm down. I will fix them, I promise. I hate them more than you do. The biggest issue is that the light baking... It's kind of doo-doo. It sucks, okay? There's these, like, fine shadows on everything. You know, the sun is right there. It's casting light down, and you get these little shadows, and they look fine, and it's whatever. But the real trouble is that the shadows are weak as hell. Shahi ain't gonna fix them UV errors. I am gonna fix them UV errors. I'm gonna fix them, because they make me sad. They look ugly. You're like, oh, look at this beautifully textured ground. Look at the snow textures. This is so lovely. Ah! And you see this shit. They're stretched out rock triangles. Yummy, my favorite. I love how ugly they are and how they make me want to die. No, we're definitely going to fix those. And I'm also going to go in and I'm going to repaint some areas. You know, we got these little walkways going through here. It's very nice. But some of these walkways don't make any sense anymore because there used to be little tiny baby bases right here. And now what I'm going to have to do is make some less baby bases with little roads and tracks coming out of here to make it feel like I didn't just shove these in recently. I did, but that's not important. And we're also going to be upgrading these bases. I have a more upgraded version of this that looks a lot nicer. So it'll be... Love your ASMR voice, interrupted by random screaming. I'm very passionate. I'm a passionate gamer, alright? Let me just... Sometimes I just want to yell. Let me yell. Alright, let me just... be me. These are nice, too. Passion! It's true. I'm very passionate about a Halo video game. What's Skibbity Noodles? I think the shadows are fine. Shadows aren't meant to be strong in cloudy environment with ambient light. I know, but it just makes the map look flat. And that makes me sad. That makes me flat. I want this map to... I mean, it's fine, realistically. Like, it doesn't look bad by any means. But, like, it could look... It could look way better. Like, it just feels, like, boring as hell over here. Like, oh boy, look at the nothing. I love looking at the nothing. It'd be a shame if someone was to interrupt the ASMR with a big dono. Hey, you're not going to see me complain about that. But I'm busy. Like the stream scrubs? That's not very nice. Did I just melee the Falcon? How the what? Anyway, that's not important. We have this lovely map to the point where it's basically done, but what we need to do now is start making decisions on where spawns and things are going to be. Because I removed those little spaceship areas in the map. I don't know how many of you guys recall this, but underneath the map I had hidden away those spawn rooms that had the loadouts and they had the little consoles and you could access and grab weapons and things. Add a screen effect to the scenario, allows you to play the contrast and gamma. That's a good point, actually. You know, I'm going to tweak that. I'm straight tweaking already because I got coffee running through my system, but I'm going to just tweak the map, too. Both me and the map will be tweaked. I've been following the mod's development very closely. Did I just see wasps at one of the bases? Oh, it's a good eye, Babel, but no, they're not wasps, actually. It's a vehicle that was originally from Halo, the Halo mobile games. They're made by an insanely talented modder known as JS. He's also the person who modeled these awesome, awesome bridges here. But he made these. They're called the Kestrel. They're from the Halo mobile games, and he modeled them completely from scratch. Sounds, animations, everything. They're awesome. To make it simplified, it's basically a human ghost, right? It's like the human version of the ghost. I think these are awesome. I absolutely love them. JS knocked it out of the park. This is like one of, if not the most, well, I can't say it's the most, like refined vehicle ever when Skaboodley's in chat and he's doing these incredible Halo Wars vehicles. But it's up there as one of the best looking assets and tag vehicles I've ever seen made for Halo. Like, it's really incredible. Bring back JS. I don't know what JS is up to, but his work is so damn good. Bro needs to get hired anywhere. He's so good at what he does. The autocannon Kestrel has become my new favorite vehicle. Yeah, it's super good. I wish I could add it, but that autocannon one is just unbalanced on this map. It's really, really strong. I wanted to add the railgun variant too, but that one's also insanely strong. I miss that guy. Me too. He's insanely talented. I don't know what he's up to, but I'm just hoping the best for him, because seeing his awesome work just puts a smile on my face. Wait, you removed it? Yeah, people were going crazy with it. That thing was busted. I might add it back, but I'll definitely have to nerf the hell out of it, because the damage was just way too strong. At least for players on foot. Against vehicles, it was actually pretty good, but with players on foot, they were just... It wasn't pretty, brother. It wasn't pretty. Alright, let me do a Skaboodly. I'm going to do a solid skibbity noodle right here. And we're going to edit the camera effects on the map, because I will admit, okay, it's a little bright. It's a little bit bright. I don't like how bright it is. I would like it to be, and not to get too complicated here, but I would like it to be a concept known as not as bright. Maybe even a little bit less bright. Because it makes me sad when I look over at the base and I'm like, wow, that's a cool looking shield, and I can barely see it, bro. Why can I barely see the giant glowing shield? That's too bright. It's way too bright. I need the sun to be a little bit less. But we're going to see if we can hack the system using my intense knowledge of numbers and also letters. I'm going to attempt to change the camera effects using, what is this? Huge Towers Area Screen Effect. We're going to do Huge Towers New. Just implement ray tracing. I don't know why I didn't think of that. You're so right. Should just port this to Unreal Engine 5. Alright, what are we looking at on the camera effect? Nothing! My favorite! Alright, let's try doing Gamma Enhance of 1. Whoa! Ooh! It became Halo Reach all of a sudden. Master Oof! Thank you for the 6!
Okay, genuine advice.
Okay.
PLS add some small POIs with vehicles or weapons/equips to make the walking a bit less painful.
I agree.
Might help sprinkle the spawns too.
I mean, that was the goal with this base over here. Thank you for the $5!
I don't know how
Beer,
to
appreciate
tell you this, but together we are Drake and Josh, clinking beer mugs emoji.
Hey, cheers to that. Are you actually Josh? You know, Green's name is Josh as well. Ugh. Yummers. Alright, we have Gamma Reduce and Gamma Enhance. If I put these together, does it just... Okay, it just... They get negated. Wait, what if I do these? Again? Nothing. Okay. Does that mean it gets really bright when I do this? Oh! Yeah, it does. It does. My fucking eyeballs just burned out of my skull. Awesome. Exposure boost. Can I do -1 on the exposure boost? No.
Takes fat bong ripio da ood. Like what if all the textures in game we downscaled and made super crunchy? Okay.
Okay.
But just make sure Cortana's feet are like the only thing that is super high res.
Yeah.
Also, my name is also Josh.
What? I don't know if I believe you, Turbo. Thank you for the first tip of the stream. I appreciate it. Thank you for that too. But I don't know if I believe your name is also Josh. All right. You seem like you just wake up in the morning and you tell lies. All right. And you know, that's fine. I do that too sometimes. I can't blame you. But I feel like you just wake up and you tell lies. And, frankly, my name is Josh, too. No, I'm Josh. God damn it, man. I guess it's better than having a bunch of Drakes running around. I get to keep the exclusivity on that name. Well, that's pretty sick. Maybe I can change the exposure. What is this? How sensitive auto exposure is to small patches. I'm not going to worry too much about that. We have auto adjust, blah, blah, blah. Oh, here we go. This is what I want. Auto adjust screen breadth. How bright you want the screen to be. Auto exposure will make this happen. Right now it's at 0.11. What if I put it at 0? I'm gonna need you guys to tell me what the fuck is going on here. 1. Oh! Okay, it's getting very bright. Minimum is 0. What do I do? Minimum -1. Ooh. Oh, it's very dark now. It does kind of feel like, it got a lot darker. This is cheating, though. I don't like it. Makes me sad. I want everything to be at regular light levels based on the actual lighting in the environment and not based on some random crap. Turbo Sim, thank you for the teal.
Hi RJ, it's
Okay.
me, Josh,
God
your
damn
only
it.
viewer. For months I have created the illusion that you are streaming to a large audience. But here's
Okay.
the truth, all these people in the chat are
Yep.
me. And now, for you to be convinced of this, I will send this message from...
Beer McStinky, thank you for the 2.
Oh no, seems my name has started a trend in chat.
It's better than the other trends. We are Josh. So, Drake and chat, aka Drake and Josh. I don't know if I like that. I'm gonna be honest. Not really. I don't fucking think I like that, dude. Oh wait, I just had a weird idea. What happens if I put the nighttime camera effects on the daytime map? What does that look like? Oh! Oh god, I hate it! It's kind of cool a little bit, but like I look over at the fucking... Look over at this and I'm just blinded. It's kind of nice. Like it does make the map look a little fancier. Some bloom. We got that Halo 4 style bloom. It's pretty sick, pretty sick. It does look like arguably a bit better. What if I throw like a plasma grenade though? Does it bloom out? No, not really. Weirdly kind of looks good. Why do I like it? Why do I like it? I shouldn't be liking it, but I'm liking it. I'm just gonna drive around for a second with the nighttime bloom on and just get a feel for the vibe. Oh! Paralyzed, dumbstruck. I'm gonna be honest, it just kind of adds like a nice little subtle effect to everything. Adds a little bit more color. The enhanced bloom is kind of nice. It doesn't feel like it's over the top. That said, if I fired the glassing beam right now, I would probably go blind, so might have to work on that. It looks good. It looks good, actually. It's very subtle, but it's good. How am I going to spread the equipment? With my ass cheeks. I'm going to probably just spawn them in like reasonable locations with short spawn times. Oh, this is bad. That's a feature. I just want to make it clear that that's a feature. Wraith was fucking scooting? Yeah, dude, these Wraiths, they don't give a fuck. They're crazy. But no, I think the bloom's pretty nice. Basically turn Halo into MOBA with this mod. Sorta, yeah. I mean, there is an aspect of these guys kind of are like minions, but it's less... Well, I mean, honestly, a lot of what makes a MOBA is what these AIers are doing. Yeah, basically. Because what these AI guys are doing is they're just fighting each other in the middle of the map. And they're also fighting players at the same time. So, like, if I'm trying to fly over here and take out Red Base, I gotta deal with these shade turrets, I gotta deal with defensive phantoms.
When will this map be playable?
Thank you very much for the 2. I'm gonna stop at because I don't know how to pronounce that. But thank you for the 2. The map, my plans for this map, I should say, are to have it out soon. I want to give you a date on which, when it'll be released, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't want to put a date on it. I will tell you we're in the final stretch of this map. There's mostly polish and tweaks and visual stuff, like making these bases look nicer, making the textures a little nicer, and now doing spawns and stuff. We're pretty much at the end game of this, though. I don't want to put an exact date on it, but just know the mod is nearing completion. Oh, that looks sick. Let me see. The bloom during the daytime isn't so bad, because I think it's like getting kind of like bloomed out. Oh, that's so sick with the light mapping, dude. Like all the colors of the particles are correct. Oh, that's so nice! Ah! I really like it. The concussion bolts. Oh yeah, we do need to make the Phantom's bolts look a little more intense, because they are using the full-on, whatchamacallit, reach values for the phantom bolts. Dude, that looks so cool in the snow. Are you kidding me? Yum. Sorry, I gotta finish this coffee before it gets cold. I hate that coffee, you brew it, you put some oat milk in it, and you're like, it's gonna be so good, and then 5 minutes later, it's like ice cold. Like, bro, how do I enjoy this over an extended period of time? This is ridiculous. Trigger glassing? I think I might have to. I can swap out the glassing effect at the very least for the nighttime version. If it's too bright, which it almost certainly will be. Prepare to go blind, guys. MP, or wait, let me spawn in first. I'll hit him with the MP Wake Script Glassing Beam. Kind of like how the sky gets that very nice bloom to it. There it is. There it is. Calm down! Oh my god, it's still firing at me. Oh, shit! Yeah, I can barely see that. I don't even know what's happening. Everything's just white. Ow. My eyes. Yeah, it might be a bit much. Might be a little bit much. In that case, what I can do is I can edit the script for the glassing beam because I already accounted for this. I expected this using my brain and my predictive capabilities. I expected the glassing timer. I'm just going to modify this so that both of them use the nighttime script. Refresh. Oh, wait. Compile the update to the script. Spawn in. And we're going to run the glassing beam. So this is now the nighttime version of the glassing beam. The only difference between the day and nighttime version is, as far as I recall, the only difference is that I made the beam a lot less intense on the night version, so that when there's a heavy camera bloom and stuff like that, you can still see it. Jesus, it's still... Oh my... That is not correct. That is absolutely not correct. A little bit much, frankly, a little bit much. Maybe the over-the-top bloom is not it. Oh, I just saw something spawn in over there. Some banshees just spawned in at red base. Okay, this, but I do it sunset again. I think that'd be sick. Let me add in some more decals. I like these little decals I spammed around. I think they look really nice. I think the other base should have them too. They're purty. Let me just throw these around. Just one here. Another one there. Throw them on the sides here, make it look good. Just spam them around. They don't have to be perfect. Just anything that, in my opinion, anything that's just like interacting with the snow, I feel like it should have this, including like this bit here. Because you don't really see them on the snow because it's white and it kind of blends into it. I think it looks fine. Rotate that. There. Just kind of keep doing that, going all the way around the edges. It ends up working pretty nicely. Dum, da, dum. Dude, I got a hot take. I think Halo's soundtrack is pretty nice. And I've been listening to it on stream. And not to be, like, too brave or whatever, but, like, it's pretty good, actually. Like, I think the songs are, like they're not bad, you know what I'm saying? I think it's pretty good. Like, sorry if that's controversial, but I actually like Halo's soundtrack, man. I'm gonna do the same with my map, but with dirt. Very bald. No, I think you meant bold. I think you meant bold was the... I think that's the word you were looking for there. Very similar, one letter off, so I can't, you know, I can't blame you for messing that up, but... Merry Weed Day? Oh shit, it is 420! Yeah, if I still smoked weed, I would be excited about that. W. Back in the day when I was a youngin', I liked me some of the devil's lettuce, but these days, no, I do not. That I do not. Now celebrate the original 420. Look, I get the reference you're making, but it doesn't make any fucking sense because ain't nobody was celebrating bro's birthday. Except, like, his family. It occurred to me that we previously could have red and blue team as a TLDR on how we figured it out. Ah, yes, good question. Actually, so, I, like, thought I didn't figure it out, and then Epic Perry came into the chat, smarter than me, and, like, actually figured it out. He did the exact same method I was doing, but he just saw a thing I didn't, and I was like, fuck. I wish I could take credit for it, but I can't, because he actually figured it out. Basically, it boils down to this very simple concept that I will show you. In order to get Red Team AI, you need to use this command right here. This came from Halo 3 ODST, and the awesome MCC developers added it from ODST back into Halo 3, I believe. I don't think this was a native Halo 3 thing. If it is, then I guess I'm just wrong. But yeah, you can use this thing that's literally just called MP Allegiance, and it lets you make an allegiance between two of the multiplayer teams. Red team, blue team, green team, yellow team, all the teams, right? So I tested this out, and it didn't work. I was like, damn, it would be so nice if that just worked. Straight up didn't work. Every time if I allied like red team AI or red team with like green team, and then I was on red team, if I looked at a red team AI, it would give me a red reticle, and I was like, damn, unlucky. Seems like that just kind of sucks. Turns out it actually does work. This command does successfully ally multiplayer teams to other multiplayer teams, right? And that's good because even though there is... I'm getting ahead of myself. Basically, yeah, you just use this. And the trick is, you have to know this with some forbidden lore, that AI teams in campaign, they use teams like the Covenant, they use teams like the Prophet, the Sentinels, the Flood. Almost all of them are allied with a multiplayer team. There's like some weird overlap in the code that makes it so, for example, Human Team in campaign for the AI is actually allied with Green Team. But none of those AI teams are allied together with Red Team, right? For whatever reason, I don't know what is causing it, but there's no AI team that's allied with Red Team, and that's why Red and Blue AI can never. Blue Team is easy. If you set the team to player, they are allied with Blue Team in multiplayer. That's super easy. But there was nothing allied with Red Team, so the solution is, I made a bunch of AIs over here on the Human Team, which allies them with Green Team. So technically the map is Green Team versus Blue Team. But then the trick was, I just ran this command to make Green Team and Red Team friendly, right? So we do Green Team versus Blue Team, but then I say Green Team and Red Team are friends, right? That's all I did is I ran this command. So now these guys are technically Red Team, even though they're actually Green Team.
That's why I love playing Blue Team. That and I can team kill Mr. Green Knight.
Yeah, team killing him does sound kind of fun. I should do an entire stream where I just team kill him over and over. That's a good idea. It's genius. I mean, it's not really genius. It seems pretty self-explanatory. The real problem was in my testing, it didn't seem like this was working. I would go on Red Team. These guys over here, these Green Team guys, I would make them friendly with Red Team. What I would do is I put these little AIs down. I would turn off their brains, and I would point at them with my assault rifle. And it would turn red. My reticle would turn red every single time. And so I'm like, it's not working. The problem is there's a trick. There's a secret. It actually was working. But when you do run this command to make a Red Team friendly AI, they still have a red reticle. That's what fucked me up. If I had just turned on their brains, they would have been friendly to me. It makes them friendly to you. It makes them act friendly to you. It makes them be your ally. But there's also this weird quirk in the code where you can still see them with red reticle. You can still board their vehicles and kick them out like they're enemies. But behavior-wise, they are friendly to you. So not only did it end up actually working, I did also have to do a thing where I made it so none of the vehicles that the AI are in can be boarded. And unfortunately, and this is the worst part about the system, frankly, is that every red team AI, even if you're on red team, they all show up with a red reticle. They're your friends, they will fight with you, and they will just have friendly behavior, but you just look at them and it looks like they're an enemy because they have a red reticle. Low-key, annoying, but it works. So as long as their behavior is good, that's fine by me, I guess. Blue team are lucky because they actually get green reticles because they are naturally just friendly to blues when they're on the player team. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh! Oh, I lived. I don't think the nighttime version actually has the damage attached to it. Those guys all should have died. Anyway, that was the method to make it work. The only rather tricky part beyond that was making sure that the AI spawned correctly. And so for that, I had to do some trickery, which is what you see happening outside the map here. I have a special plate where I spawn AIs on to get around some of the limitations of AIs in multiplayer. But the end result is, it works flawlessly, and it's super good. So does setting them to a different team and allying it not work? No, it does. It does. It actually works perfectly. The only problem is when you aim at them, they still have a red reticle as if they're enemies. And you can also, like, if they're in a vehicle, you can, like, kick them out of the vehicle like they're an enemy. And you can't swap weapons with them. All it does is it makes their behavior friendly with you. But the game itself, on a deep level, doesn't change all the other stuff. So in order to make it as smooth as possible, I made it so you can't board any of the AI vehicles. Otherwise, it would get confusing. And, yeah, they just kind of are there. They're your friends. But if you look at them on red team, they have a red reticle. Other than the red reticle, they're your friends. Also, can't you remove the targeting? That's actually a really good idea. I should remove the targets. But yeah, overall, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Works fine. It's not a big deal. You got red and blue team AI, and it's pretty sick. Modern Gamer, thank you for that very generous tip. Much appreciated, dude.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Wait a minute. You mod Halo 3?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
That's pretty sad.
What? No, it's not sad. It's happy and wonderful. It's very... It's so happy. It's even gay. Like happy, though. You know, not like the other thing, but like happy. Do the blue ones show up friendly on the minimap, too? Yeah, they do. They do. The blue ones are actually just good. They just work out of the box. You don't even have... They're like perfect friendly. It's the red ones that are kind of weird. Thank you for the 2 Turbo Sim.
But your method of spawning AI into the map on that block and the teleporting them into the map is the same method Halo 3 uses on big battles for allies. Wow.
Wow, wait, really? Big battles for allies? What are you talking about? Is that true? The method I use here is like... I don't know, I just kind of figured it out because I tested it a bunch with Green. We were testing it so goddamn much. I was being so annoying to him. I needed his help for it. I tested out like 10 different methods to spawn in AI, and this is the method that seemed to be the best. So if you're ever trying to do AI in multiplayer, here is what I do, okay? I have this ghost. Well, let me do this. So you can see, they're not in the ghost. I spawn a blue ghost right here, and I spawn in this guy right next to the ghost, okay? I do object create the ghost, and then I AI spawn. So the ghost object is created, the AI is created right next to it. And then I do what's called a command script. Every AI is allowed to have a command script that's specifically, it's basically just a type of script AI use. There's a bunch of special things for it. And all the command script that they spawn with says is, get in this vehicle. So they get in, they wait about 1 second, and then I teleport them to a point. So you see him disappear? He disappeared because after getting in and waiting 1 second, I teleport him right here. Or, well, the blue guy technically is on the other side, but I teleport him right here. At the same time, I spawn a cool effect because it just looks cool. And these guys spawn in. And then the rest of their command script says, immediately drive forward and then go head out into the battlefield. Pretty sure you can remove them from the minimap in the vehicle settings? I don't know. I'd have to check. But you're probably right. But in any case, that's how it works. You ally spawn in some green team AI, ally them with red. I changed their colors to red so that people aren't confused. Pretty straightforward. But yeah, everything works pretty good, honestly. It's not bad. It's not bad. I'll give it a try though, Master, because that's a good idea. But yeah, that's the cursed method. And one of the reasons I'm spawning them outside the map, and this is a really important one, if you spawn those guys in the map, in-game, if you're not the host of the game, it's going to spawn the AI correctly, but it's also going to, for whatever reason, spawn in a dummy body of the AI right next to it. So, I haven't checked, but last time I tested it, it happened. But realistically, what's happening is up here, there's going to be a billion dummy body AI standing around. Thank you for the 2 turbo sims.
That's how the allies are spawned in the final battle with the 2 scarabs.
Oh.
That's also why people be finding secret marines in some missions. I think it's only Halo 3 and ODST that do that, but I could be wrong.
That's really interesting. I hadn't really considered it, but I mean, it makes sense. It does make sense. I'm just happy it works in multiplayer, frankly. There was a really good chance that this script wouldn't have worked in multiplayer, but it does work. And you have to. If you're going to do vehicle AI in multiplayer, you have to spawn them outside the vehicles, and then you have to have them get in the vehicles. Because the game doesn't know in multiplayer what the fuck spawning inside a vehicle means. So everyone, if you spawned an AI directly in a vehicle, like without them getting in, the game is going to be like, oh, the vehicle's off, and you're going to see like a dude standing inside a Wraith that's like powered off, just like teleporting around. The game's going to get confused. But the way I do it, by spawning the AI right next to the vehicle and having him get in, it's sending the connection information to everyone in the game that a vehicle just got accessed, the vehicle is now on, and then now the game knows to tell everyone in the game, hey, somebody just got into this vehicle and the vehicle is currently on. And that gets around all the weird bugginess. And by spawning them outside the map, it also prevents players from seeing the duplicate body bugged out thing of like the little AI body spawning outside the map. So that's why everything is set up this way. There's a bunch of weird, quirky bugs that make spawning AI multiplayer suck. But if you figure out all the bugs, you can do all this crap that I did, and then you can just not deal with any of it, and nobody will ever know that there's this weird, flat metal plate outside the map with a bunch of bugged out bodies and scripts running. If it works, it works. Now do it in Reach. I don't know if, without a custom game mode, or even with a custom game mode, I don't know if you can do allied AI. You probably can. I don't know what the method would be, though. The reason I say that is because I'm pretty sure the MP Allegiance command doesn't work in Reach. I remember because back when I first started doing modding in Reach, when it was the only game on MCC, I remember I asked GameCheat13 like a billion years ago. I was like, how did you do team-based AI in your old Halo 3 mods on Xbox? And he was like, oh, I used this command, and I don't think it works in Reach. And I tried it, and it didn't work. So there's probably some other quirky shit you'd have to do to make it work. But I'm sure it's possible. I would just have to test it. Alrighty. GameCheat13, let's go. Yeah, I haven't seen him in forever. I just remember he got into controversy because he just got really loud about his politics or something, and then people weren't happy about it or something or other like that. But yeah, his mods were sick as fuck, dude. He was a big inspiration for me, early young me, to get into modding. Oh my eyes! Well, the map looks fine. I'm definitely going to change the Skybox again. He only talks about politics here. Oh, the only talks about politics here are the Great Schism. That's true. I do not allow politics in this stream. Please don't talk about politics. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to hear it. Your mom. Switch to this one. Yeah, I guess it's fine. I'm definitely changing the Skybox again, though. As much as I do love seeing everything be lit up nicely, it's ugly. Archie actually love politics and is very outspoken on his views. Yeah, totally. Yeah, absolutely. You guys definitely hear me talk about it all the time. Anyway, let's drop the subject so we don't talk about politics. If there's anything that is insanely divisive and will ruin a stream, it's talking about people's personal views on the current political climate, of which I don't give a fuck about. So please don't tell me about it. Alright, well, as much as I like the lighting and stuff, I suppose it would be wise if I tried out some new skyboxes. Let's do some testing. Let's see if we can come up with some cool skyboxes. The only political topic I believe is the Pelican has the ability to carry vehicles. Modders are just lazy. No! I think you should do it if you really like it.
Yo.
Thank you for the 2. Appreciate the 2. Not see that shit coming. Thank you for that. Thank you for the 2. Thank you for the blood money. Yo. Oh, that's funny. All right, let's switch up the skybox a little bit. I think it would be kind of sick if we actually did have. I know it looked kind of well. What was? We're gonna go explore. What's a good sunset map? How do I make an AI Scarab? I'm losing my mind in Halo 3 modules right now. Giants cannot be characters. So I can tell you how to do it, but you're still gonna struggle because giants are really quirky and finicky. Green has been trying to get one working forever. He couldn't get it working. Last time I tried to get it working, I was having a lot of trouble still, but I'll show you how it's done. It's actually, I learned this just by looking at how Bungie set it up in the campaign missions and just trial and error. But it's actually not too bad. It's not too bad. So basically what you do is you spawn the giant tag. Scarabs are a giant tag. It's under units, giants here in Sapien, and I think I have one. I don't. I have the E3 Scarab in here, but I don't have the regular. Well, pretend this is a regular Halo 3 Scarab. You spawn one in as a giant, right? You got to give it a name over here. I'm going to call it Asdazd because I'm creative. And you hit not automatically. So now you have a Scarab. It doesn't matter where you put... doesn't matter? I don't think it matters where you put it. But you just have to have a Scarab in there. And then what you do is you make a new AI squad for your Scarab. So I'll make a new one right here. I'm going to call this Scarab. And I'm actually getting ahead of myself. Forget that I did that. I'm going to delete that AI squad. There's something else you have to do, but you have to make a zone. So a zone is where an AI gets its pathfinding from. So you make a new zone. I'm going to call it Scarab Zone, just for fun. And then what you have to do is you have to hit this button right here called Giant Zone, which, as you can imagine, Scarabs are giants. Giant Zone means it's for Scarabs. Then you make a new area in it, and I don't think you have to make it a vehicle area. I don't think you want to make it a vehicle area. So you have your Scarab Zone with your little area. And then you got to put down a couple of little firing positions. Make sure you choose your area, and then you put down, you know, there you go. A couple firing positions, little squares are down. You can see them there. So there you go. You have your giant zone set up. Now you make your AI squad for the Scarab. So you make your squad. Again, I'm just going to call it Scarab. Because I'm lazy, I'm going to put initially placed. And then you got to choose the zone that you just set up. E3 Scarab design looks freaking awesome. Always love driving around during my Ultimate Forge sandboxes. Thanks to you. Hell yeah, Cosmic makes me really happy to hear that. I'm just really happy to see people get good use out of it. I spent so long, I burned myself out like 3 times doing that. There's an article on C20 explaining how to use Scarabs. That's probably even better. Yeah, and then, anyway, you got to add in the character of the Scarab AI, which you add into your map here. Character add. It's going to be under tags, objects, giants, Scarab, and then it's in the AI folder. You want to add your Scarab character. Then you would choose your Scarab character from here. Just pretend I select it. And then the last step, well, it's not the last step, actually, is you put down your starting point for your Scarab AI. And this is where the Scarab actually comes in. You go down here to giant body. You got to choose that giant you placed down earlier for its giant body. There you go. Now it's a Scarab. But it's probably not going to walk around yet. Because the last step is to get AI to walk on the Scarab. That part I don't actually know. I know there's like a special way using... I vaguely have an idea of how to do it, but it's a little challenging. You have to... It's hard to get into it, but it is possible. And it's not as bad as you think it is. Last thing you do is you put down hints for the Scarab called giant hints right here. A giant sector, you have to draw it by selecting giant sector hints right here and then right-clicking. All right, so you get these. This is now an area that the Scarab is allowed to walk around in. Your last point, you hit left-click, and there you go. This is a giant area. But the thing is, if you want the giant to have multiple areas, and you draw multiple of them like so, how does the giant get between these areas? That's where the second one, giant rail hints, comes in, where you can put a rail between one and a rail between the other, and now these two are connected, and the giant can walk around in here and then choose to walk down these rails and go to the other area if it so chooses. That's it. That's how scarabs work. It's kind of annoying, but... Now, what I'm going to warn you right now is... Oh, and then lastly, after you do all of that, go to Scenario at the top. Click the Scenarios and generate all pathfinding data. You have to regenerate your pathfinding data for some reason with scarabs specifically. So just make sure you do that sometimes. Pretty often, actually. After you're messing with the scarab stuff, just regenerate your pathfinding data. The tutorial I need... I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to take trial and error. This stuff is really finicky. I don't know why, but like sometimes you just got to reset up your giant zones. Sometimes you just got to reset up all that stuff. It's really finicky. Sometimes the scarab won't walk around. Sometimes you just need to let the scarab chill for a second. You won't know right away if the scarab is going to walk around. Sometimes sometimes it'll just look around, and then eventually maybe it'll start walking. So like, give it some time to cook. Let bro vibe out. Make sure he's working. Because scarabs don't always just walk around. Sometimes they're actually just chilling. Gyarados, thank you for the 2!
Maybe I don't want it to move. Ever think of that?
Oh, thank God. Yeah, good news. That's going to be easy for you. You don't have to worry about that. Sorry, I'm just checking something really quickly. Nice. Alrighty. I want to make this map prettier, guys. I like pretty things. 7! Thank you for the 2! Appreciate it.
You should make the scarab hit the Gangnam style.
Gangnam style? I think it's called Gangnam style, actually. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That would actually not be terribly hard to do. I hate that. I know how to do that. Fuck. Let's not think about that in any meaningful way. Instead, what we should do is something way cooler and way more important, which is to make our map look beautiful. And frankly, I just want to mess with the skybox because it's really killing me. Guys, we're going to say goodbye to the beautiful baked lighting. I lied, actually. We're going to do that later because first, I want to set up spawn points. I streamed playing this map and found your chair and did an impression. God damn it, Lunar. There's no chair in permafrost. It's just fake news, man. People think my really cool gaming chair is in the map. It's just not there. It's just not true. It's just not true. It's huge. Allegedly. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to put some respawn points down. I'm doing it. So, let's do it. In order to set up these respawn points correctly, essentially, I just need to be smart about it. I don't want to put any respawn points like up here, for example, because if a scorpion tank is here, it's going to fucking kill you. And that's not poggers. Instead, I'm going to put some inside the base. So I'll put one like here. Well, that's not what I meant to do. Put one in here. On the ground, move it forward a little, like so. Players can spawn right there, very nice. And I'm going to do the same over here. Oh, and I got to delete these teleporters, actually. I totally forgot about these. All the teleporters. Where are you? Teleporter receivers. Goodbye. That was a leftover from back when we still had the capital ship spawn point. Alright, here's another spawn point. Throw it right there. That should be fine. This is where we used to teleport in anyway, so I think it's a pretty good spawn point, all things considered. So, I suppose it would be wise to put... Since there's really only a need for like 8 spawn points, I can put like 4 here in the base. So like 1, 2... And I can put another one here. 3... do the fourth one on the other side over here. There's 4. I don't want to just put the spawns in here, because if this is the only place you can spawn in the base, people can get camped, like, very easily, and that would be extremely lame. But there we go. That's 4 neutral spawn points. Let me make sure they're set up as neutral, actually. They sure aren't. Hey, Master Roof, thank you for the 5, man.
Maybe add manual shade turrets on the bottom to defend against said scorpions. Could try fuel rod types if you wanna spice it up.
I mean, I really do like that idea, but I already nerfed the Scorpion. We haven't played with the new nerf yet, but I did nerf it. It went from, I believe, 750 health to 600, which means it'll be able to be destroyed quite a bit quicker. I also removed its secondary turret, so now it only has its main cannon, which I think is going to make the Scorpion a lot less overpowered. It'll still be really strong, which is good. It should be, but it's not going to be, like, so strong that you want to die. Probably. Alright, let's make sure this one's neutral, too. We have neutral spawn here. A neutral spawn here. So we have 4, 6, and then I'll put 2 more spawn points, and these 2 are going to be over in the base. For now, I am going to keep them back here in this little side room. But in the future, I'm definitely going to move them into the interior rooms in the other direction. Alright, that's cool. So now we got our spawns there. And I'm just going to copy these exact setups for the spawns over to the other side as well. Should be fine. Oh, right, and then we can go over here. Put 1 here. 1 here. And then lastly, we can throw them back into the bases like we did on the other side. That's going to be 1 here. Boom. Boom. There we go. That's all spawn set up. Now the other thing I need to do is add in those very fun, very awesome points, spawn points. Well, good night. Later, Nacho. God bless America. God bless. I was doing something. I'm almost certain it was important. I think it was Limst spawn regions. Let's put 1 here. This will be, let's do Slayer respawn zone. Excuse me. Slayer respawn zone. This one, because this is blue team, if I'm not mistaken, blue team is attacker. Ah, how are you supposed to stop them? Wait, what? Won't the Mega Mantis dominate? Well, Mega Mantis is not that hard to take out. Mega Mantis gets kind of cooked, to be honest with you. Boundary width or radius, 50. Positive height, 50. Negative height, 5. Alright, there we go. Put another one in here. Boom. 15. 15. I'm blind. Permafrost might actually be releasing before GTA 6. Yeah, I mean, there's still a decent amount of work to do, but it really is finishing touches. The map is functionally complete. The real challenge is, frankly, just like polishing everything up. We've got high quality baked lighting on the map. I really just want to add more details and stuff, make the map prettier, have more points of interest, more stuff and more content overall. But like, it should be good after this. Alright, there we go. And lastly, we're going to do 50-50. So that is good for Slayer respawn points here. W. He's more than one person to take down normally. Good, it's pretty strong. A lot is happening before GTA 6. We're going to get GTA 7. When is GTA 6 released? Isn't it like November? November 19th. Yes, sick, dude. I'm sad it's not going to be on PC, though. Am I really going to have to buy a console for GTA 6, bro? Ugh. Ugh. I don't want to buy a console. Them shits is expensive. I'm not made of money like that. Oh, thank you for the 2. What?
One day you should start stream and have a bald cap on, and just never address it. Although knowing your viewers, they would probably start saying some shit like, wow, he finally grew hair, or wow, such luscious locks.
Yeah, you're right. They would. That's exactly what they'd say. Wow, yeah, I think you forgot to change your name there. I don't think... I presume that wasn't your intention to tip with that name. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that was exactly your intention. Oops. You outed yourself, you fool. Apparently GTA PC might be releasing early 2027. Just to get those initial console game sales. We will see. We will see. When is it coming out on Nintendo Switch, dude? Hello? Capture the flag respawn zone, and then a little King of the Hill respawn zone. King of the Hill, King of the Hill, King of the Hill. Boom. And then I gotta go do King of the Hill respawn zones on the other side, too. What? What? Didn't I just put a... One, two, three, four. Oh, I guess I forgot one. Alright, so now this will be set up for King of the Hill. Or should be set up for King of the Hill. Whether or not it actually is, we'll have to see. I told you Yoshi gets shot? That's true. Dude, I was so shocked. I don't want to spoil the new Super Mario Bros. Movie for any of you guys who haven't seen it and are planning on it, but there was something that happened in the movie. Multiple things, actually, where I was like, how did this not get spoiled for me online? Because this is, like, insane. I genuinely wasn't expecting. Thanks again for the tutorial? Yeah, no problem. I don't even know who Fox is. Bro, I used to play Smash Bros. What do you mean? How would I not know? I grew up on the early internet, earlier than you, when do a barrel roll was actually a relevant meme. Told me you never played it. I didn't say I never played it, I just said I wasn't good at it. I didn't like grow up playing it religiously. I've played it. Played Melee more than... Played Melee and Brawl. I don't play Ultimate. I don't... Like, I'm well aware that Super Smash Bros. Is the kind of game. Melee's the best one? Yeah, I mean, it was fun. I never played it enough to, like, form an opinion to really care super hard, but... But yeah, it was fun. It was good. I enjoyed it. I sucked at it, though. But I don't ever want to play it again, because the only people who play Super Smash Bros. These days are, like, 46 years old and are so good at it that they might as well just make it their entire life's purpose. And I just want to play a game, like, I just want to play a fighting game and have fun. And then they're like... and they're just, like, insane. And I'm just like, I'm good. Actually, I like to have fun. I don't like to get absolutely shit on. I would rather not get shit on by a guy born in, like, 1986 who's gonna fucking dominate me because he's been playing super hard. Sounds personal? It is personal! Because I grew up having people be like, hey, let's play this fighting game I played all the time. You're gonna love it. And I'm like, okay. How do I play? They're like, oh, you just do this, and then you up B, and then down B, and then there's a special ability, you grapple there, and then there's actually this meta ability. And I'm like, you're overloading me with information. You're terrible at explaining things. And then they're like, no, it's fine. You'll get the hang of it. And then we play, and they just fucking dominate me for an hour straight. And I'm like, thanks. That's awesome. That's so awesome. Really enjoyed that Super Smash Bros. Thanks for inviting me just to kill me endlessly for an hour straight. So I enjoyed that. Oh, you're one of those people? I'm about to ban you from chat. I'm gonna ban him from chat. We're gonna need to do mods. I literally, he's rage baiting me and it's working. I'm gonna ban this motherfucker. I swear to God. Whee! Whee! Just get good. Mods, kill him in Minecraft. In Minecraft, calm down. Calm down. No, I'm liking the new adjustments. It's pretty good. Oh wait, I need more decals here. Hold on. There's like genuinely people who are like, I don't like Smash Bros. Because I can't be bothered to learn the game. I know how to play the game. I'm aware of how to play the game. But I can't play it proficiently. And anyone who's going to ask me, hey, I want to play Smash Bros. With you, is going to be really good at the game. And I am not very good at the game. I'm a noob. I couldn't even pick my favorite character because I played so few times. I don't even know like who the best ones are. I just played Pikachu back in Melee. I was like, it's fun. I like Pikachu. He's fun. Oh, the fuck is Boom? What's up, man? Alright, well, spawns are set up. Capture the flag, Slayer, King of the Hill. I need to do Assault. It's so annoying, though, because the Assault stuff is, like, backwards and doesn't make any fucking sense, and I have to go in-game and have it be fucked up, and then it'll work later. It's so dumb. GK wants you to hop on it silly style. Yeah, he always does that. He's like that. That's just classic Green. He's like, yeah, we're gonna play a game. And I'm like, what kind of game is it? I'm trying to smash my bros. And I'm like, alright, bro, that's a bit much for me, but, you know, it's just... It is what it is. Not a big deal. Green Knight. Classic GK. Working on, I light baked the map, made it look all pretty. We spent a bunch of time getting all the textures sorted out, so everything looks really good. I'm finally re-putting down spawn points because I deleted the loadout system and the spawn rooms, so it's just a classic Halo map again with spawn points all around. And frankly, I should probably go in game to make sure the spawns actually work. Let me build the map really quickly just to... Well, let me put down the... He's scared of learning new games. When did I say I was scared? Maybe I just think you played shit games. You ever think about that? Maybe your taste in games is just fucked. I think that's more likely. I think that's way more likely. I think I'm right completely. And you're wrong completely. But not even just on this, but on everything, ever. Line hop on CS2. Oh, finally. A good game. Calling Smash shit is wild. Green has turned it to shit by talking about it and making comments about it. It was a good game until Green started talking about it in chat. Now it's over. The entire game's legendary run. It's all over. He doesn't know how to play, and I never will because I won't play. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. See, there's an interesting thing about games where I like to have fun when I play games, right? Like, you know, when you're playing a game, you're like, I can't wait to have fun. I can't wait to enjoy myself. And somebody's like, yeah, play Smash Bros. With me, and then they just kill you for an hour straight. They're like, oh, no, you need to do this. Actually, in order to play this game, you got to do this. It's like actually a secret combo. Oh, for this character specifically? Oh, yeah. Yeah, and then like 3 weeks later, you can like barely play against them because they've been playing since they were 7 years old. Anyway, let's drop the Smash. I'm banning the Smash Bros. Topic. Just like politics, Smash Bros. Is now off limits. In fact, I'm putting Smash Bros. Above the politics ban. For the record, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right, now that I got those spawn points down. Oh right, I gotta put capture. No, capture the flag points and assault points are still down. Don't have to worry about that. Those are good. It's just the respawn zones. All right, I'm gonna build the map really quickly. I'm gonna go in game and test it. Let's do that real fast. Run tool. Build cache file. We're gonna build the map levels, multi, huge towers, huge towers. We'll let that run real quick. You're just bad at video games? I'm very good at the games I like. Those are fun. Wish I could build a cache file. I wish it was that kind of cache. It's the CS kind of cache. Nintendo games are for kids, but for more mature games like The Sims. I like rated M games, like Halo. Oh wait, it's not rated M anymore. Is Campaign Evolved going to be rated M? Tell me it's going to be rated M. Is your internet okay? Your stream keeps buffering? I think so. Let me check my stream health. Yeah, my stream health is flawless. I think it might be on your end. Yes, it is rated MW. What blood and dark themes. Bleh. Because of space racism. Fictional sci-fi space racism against aliens is fine, alright? That's allowed. We're cool with that. What's that? There's a noise! Nande, thank you for the 2!
Brutes, derogatory.
Right? So real. Listen, if you want to call an elite a split lip, I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. Please, just build the map faster. I just want to make sure that my spawn points work. I don't know what it is. There's this really interesting quirk where if you set a spawn point for one team in the editor, right? Like, this is a red team spawn point for Slayer. And then you have the other side, blue team for Slayer. You go into Slayer, and they work. You do the exact same setup, but you just change the spawn to Assault. Suddenly, it doesn't work, and they're backwards. And I don't understand it at all. So I'm just going to test it. I'm going to test it, and we're going to see how it works. We shall see. We shall see. Why is it when a new game comes out that game community's most toxic players start yapping? Like, I don't want to hear you say, don't worry, princess. Like, shut up, I just want to get some hee-hees and haws. I don't know. I don't know what you mean specifically. It's kind of vague, but I definitely do see people be really negative against new games like Super Hard. I'm one of those people where I've been on the internet long enough that I've seen the same exact thing happen over and over and over again with game releases. Like, just regularly. It just happens over and over, where a game will come out and a bunch of people on the internet who are never going to ever play this game and don't care about it, and they don't even play it. They're just loud as fuck, and they're like, this game freaking sucks. This game sucks so much. I hate this game. Can you believe that one of the developers said a thing one time? This game is sucking because one of the developers... Like, I don't care. If I play the game and it's fun, that's the end of the story. I liked it. That's it. Some guy's opinion on Twitter about one of the developers saying a thing. I don't give a fuck, dude. If I play the game and it's fun, I genuinely couldn't give less of a fuck. It's just, dude, it's such a common occurrence. People are so self-important. Like, I don't care. God, man. And the worst part is, I can see those comments and go, I don't care. I'm gonna play a game anyway. That's the thing, opinions like assholes, everyone has one, doesn't mean we want to see it. True. True. It's just tiring. And I'm especially a little bit sad because, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but I really don't think I am. A lot of the current generation coming up will just hear other people say stuff confidently and be like, he's right. I don't know anything about this situation, but this guy's loud, so he's right. I know it's just a human thing. Especially young people are more susceptible to it, but like that makes me so mad that like people just be sharing their opinions loud as fuck online with they don't know anything about anything, and yet people are just gonna be like, I believe him. He said it so loud. He's so right. Let's go back to the golden rule. If you don't have something nice to say, don't say it. Yeah. A lot of people just don't have manners, dude. I feel like I was raised pretty well. I got manners. You know, not to you guys specifically here in chat. I'm just rude as fuck to you, with love, with peace and love. But I don't know, man. People online just have no fucking manners at all. The anonymity makes them just fucking mean as shit. Louder they are, the more I think they're correct, and the loudest people are the dumbest usually. I would like to believe that. I would like to believe that. Oh, that was a close one. Read GK? No. I won't. Is it done yet? Oh, it's almost done! Alright, we gotta grab the map file. Go to my Halo 3 folder with my mods. Boopy, boop, 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 boopy. I guess I'll upload it as well. I think Mike Tyson says something like the internet has made people comfortable saying things that IRL will get them punched in the face. Yeah. I think the best is when people get so comfortable by spending so much time on the internet and then they actually start saying it IRL. And then they do get punched in the face. That's the best, dude. Oh, that makes me so happy. Adam, thank you for the 2.
I was raised to be kind and respectful.
Okay.
I simply choose to be racist.
What? Hello? Choose not to be. What? What? That's not true at all. Literally, IRL people are babies. I don't want to say this other word. What is going on today, bro? Guys, relax. Chill. Dude, my MCC is just like not loading right now. What's going on? Halo? Halo the Master Chief Collection. Hello? Oh, there we go. Adam is a true gamer. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Alright, let's see. Did MCC actually load with mods? I clicked very specifically, load with mods. Did it actually load with mods? Master Oof, thanks so much for the 2. Appreciate the support.
Kiss, here's some love.
Kisses you back, no homo. Thank you for the love. Alright, let's do... CTF should work. No, CTF always works. Who am I kidding? Let's just do... Let's run red team. I want to try King of the Hill red team. See what happens. Do regular huge king red team. Permafrost. Oh my god, the old version of the map without textures in this screenshot looks so ugly. Ew. Gross. Let's see, do I spawn on the red team side of the map? Nope. Wait, yes? It is red. Oh, I think I am on red team side. Hell yeah. Okay, this worked. W. We gotta do something about this, dude. Nobody ever grabs this anymore. The skiff is like so mid. King of the Hill, you're... Let's go check out the hills. I don't know how big I made them, so hopefully they work. The lighting on this is not pretty. Have you added the prototype mech from Halo Legends? No, I have not. But I would like to one day. Maybe put the skiff at the spire. Well, the problem isn't even that the skiff isn't at the spire. It's that the skiff just kind of sucks. It's not that strong. It's a big-ass King of the Hill point, dude. Holy shit. Probably shrink it a little bit. Kind of cool, though.
Hill control.
Game over.
Hill control.
This is pretty cool. Like a giant area that you can battle over with like a crashed pelican in it. I like it, I like it. Probably some kind of cover or something here to make it a little more balanced. See if it's just a banished shadow. If no one uses the shadow, then no one uses the skiff. It's not supposed to be stronger. I mean, yeah, but you could definitely make it like actually good. It should be better than it is now. I think the other hill that'll pop up is here on the bridge. I suspect that it'll be probably way too big for the bridge, but we'll see. King of the Hill. Capture the hill to score points. The team with the most points wins. Dude, Halo 5 is so sick. The Pelican be EMP'd? Yeah. Yeah, it can. Make the skiff a bit thicker and faster. Yeah, I think the skiff just needs a little bit more health, and I think its turret needs to do a little bit more damage as well. AIs are battling it out over there. I can hear it.
Hill moved.
Alright, where did it move to? Oh yeah, it looks like these are a little bit too big for the bridges. Good job, Red Team AI.
Hill controlled.
Does the Pelican pick up vehicles? No. I did try it, and there were some ways to make it work, but none of them worked in multiplayer. I had some fancy scripts set up for it.
Controlled.
But no, in the end it didn't work. Okay, well the King of the Hill points are a little too big, but... And I figured if there was a way to make it work, it probably wasn't even worth all the effort, frankly, because I would have to do all these scripts, and then nobody would ever use the feature anyway. Okay, calm down. Calm down. Okay, well King of the Hill works, at least in single player here. So that's good. Try out the respawn zones and stuff for... I'll do Assault next, because Assault always like ends up backwards for some fucking reason. I don't even know. So we'll do that next. Assault. Let's do huge assault. Let's give it a go. Trying to use it? Yeah, sorry. Don't mean to disappoint. It's just such a minor feature that requires so much effort and doesn't even end up working. So I was just like, meh. To make for a cool other option. Yeah, if it was in campaign, that'd be really easy to do. I'd be more than happy to add it into a campaign mission. Alright, check it out. Red Team's thing seems to be working.
Take it.
This is where a skiff would come in handy, dude. Somebody just takes the skiff and sends me on my way while I'm just chilling in here with the bomb. That would be kind of dope.
Bomb drop.
At least the spawns finally fucking work.
Over.
Thank God. What was it? I guess CTF. I'll just test CTF to make sure it's good, and then it probably will be because CTF always just works, but better safe than sorry. Campaign mod when? I think I'm gonna make a campaign or some kind of story mod after Permafrost. That really interests me. Alright, red team, let's do it, dude. Hell yeah. Red team's working. Capture the flag. All the objective game mode spawns are working. That is sick. Shoot my friendly banshees because I'm evil. Also use the AI. Yeah, the AI could... Well, I don't know if the AI can pick up vehicles, because the problem isn't that the pickup doesn't work, it's the pickup doesn't sync. There's no multiplayer net code for it. I think the biggest issue now that the map itself is working and like all the game modes are working, the real issue now is like placing weapons and equipment and things. so that players can actually like use them effectively and pick them up and the world. And then on top of that, it's making the map look good. I don't think the map looks good with this lighting. I like conceptually that it's all foggy and cool and everything, but I don't think it looks that good. Thank you for the 420, modded gamer.
Wait a minute, you mod Halo 3?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
That's pretty should be modding Reach.
That's pretty should be modding Reach. I'm good. Maybe later. Maybe later. Cadius! Thank you for the 2!
General map balance, and some lighting tweaks.
Exactly. And maybe some more points of interest to spice up the map. Because the one thing I realized after, you know, getting the entire map in here and seeing it all work, there's a lot more space for me to add stuff still. I didn't think there was. There was actually a ton more stuff that I could add to the map if I so choose. Not like massive features that would take a long time and like bloat the map or anything like that. I'm talking about just extra structures and places for weapons, spawns, things to make the map a little bit more, yeah, exactly like Master Oof was talking about earlier, more points of interest. Because that genuinely would be really huge. Really, really huge. Walking sucks? Yeah. So I want to add a ton of just smaller points of interest around. I want to make a list of cool points of interest and then like actually implement them. I think like the points of interest that I have added recently, they're spread out and sparse, but they are there. And I'll go grab a falcon and fly to them. Actually, no, screw it. I'll grab a little, I'll grab a snow goose. Cadius! Thank you for the 5.
Love that this is bigger than some of the Halo 2 levels.
Wouldn't surprise me if this... Yeah, actually, I was going to say, Halo 2 has some pretty big levels, actually. But yeah, it is definitely bigger than probably most Halo 2 levels. But the points of interest... There's actually one point of interest that's been on the map for a long time, but it's kind of out of the way. It's this crashed pelican over here. This bad boy right here. I don't have any items on it or anything, but it is here. It's been here for a long time. I just recently added some smoke effects and things to it. But that has been there. We also have, if we come this way, we also have a downed Scarab over here, which I added recently, which I think looks kind of cool. Just kind of there. There's not a whole lot to it. I need to make it so the ground underneath it kind of makes it look like it's part of the map, so I'll probably paint some extra stuff onto it. Oh! But we also have, moving along, crashed Phantom over here. And then on the other side of the map, there's also... What, can I make the jump? Can I make the jump? No! I was so close! Grenade jump. What happened to my death barrier? Wait, what? Did I accidentally lose my death barrier? Where did it go? Well, I guess some parts of it. Huh, okay. I guess it just ended up being a little lower. Well, that's fixed. There was a death barrier, but some parts of the terrain were like poking up through it. Oh, I'm glad the spawns are working. I don't mind spawning here at the bases. There should be enough vehicles that it really shouldn't be a big issue. Plus, you've got stanchions and things. It's also kind of cool that even when you're playing by yourself, you can just watch the AI like battling it out. Makes the map feel very like alive. It's cool. Hey, chill, chill. Oh, that didn't, guys, you didn't see that. All right, anyway, let's get back to modding. You know, we got some more stuff to do. Some more, you know, things to work on. But don't clip that. You don't have to clip that. It's fine. All right, here's what we're going to do next. We're going to find some more points of interest. So, I think points of interest are pretty straightforward. I'm going to come up with some ideas. I want you guys to give me some assistance here, frankly, because I don't have any massive level of inspiration. My points of interest are crashed dropships. We could do like UNSC hard tents, I guess. That's kind of boring. Those are like the little like green tents that are kind of like that you see on like Turf and Halo 2. We could all I don't want to do any more small like house bases. Those are boring as fuck, and I have a bunch of them on the map already. I want like interesting stuff. Weapon cache drops. Yeah, but like what does that mean? Is it just like a crate in the middle of nowhere? Like what is that? A tower. A little vague, but all right. How about some Covenant ship debris? Like a big Covenant ship blew up, and we just have like some debris scattered throughout the terrain. That'd be kind of cool. I'd be okay with that. Forerunner caves and hallways. That could be cool. Forerunner hallways. Foxholes and craters. Yeah, we could do craters. Scattered parts and Pelicans Phantom when they crash landing. That's a good idea too. We can add some more detail with those. What did I return to? We're trying to come up with some ideas for points of interest. So far, the only points of interest I've added to the map effectively are like crash dropships and things. Speaking of which, I'm gonna try just painting these in really quickly. See if I can come up with some interesting ideas here. Green is... You know, now that I think about it, I never actually added any ice fields. Should add some of those. Alright, let's change. Move it out. Turn our opacity to like 15. Why is it like this? Even weird. I am confused. Oh, maybe it's because I need to actually subtract with the brush. I love the way it lags so painfully. Yeah, I won't worry about that. I'll do it in Substance Painter later. Anything outside the map? Nope. Just inside. Unlockable weapon rooms. Halo, if I didn't have them in the big team battle maps, would be kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, those are nice. I don't know if they would have a particularly great place here in the map, but I wouldn't be against it. So hard to do good blend maps in game. Yeah, I think it would be wise if we just kept trying these out. I don't want to do too much caves. A lot of you guys are suggesting caves, which are not by like a bad idea on their own, but I'm thinking of things that I can just place down in the map, right? Like that I can just go like I can just put one right there. You know what I mean? I can put it like outside around these caves, outside these bases. Master Oov, thank you so much for the super
Do
chat.
H3 vehicles support ice material physics?
I don't think
Underrated
so.
CE feature mentioned.
Yeah, I think if you set a particular type of surface to a slip surface, they kind of do. Having a bridge from Halo CE phase on and off. That's a cool idea. No map edits, just quick scenery. No, I'm okay with some map edits and adding stuff in. The map has plenty of space for that. Scenery is fine too. Like this drop ships are all going to be scenery points of interest, but I'm definitely okay with like full-on scenery. That's not a big deal. Frozen Lakes could be cool. That would be pretty cool. $400 degrees when those big sentinels from Halo 2 crash this up. Ooh, that'd be cool too. Oh, I do like that. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna go use the restroom really quick. Coffee, be coughing. I'll when I get back, I'll definitely read you guys' chat, see more of the points of interest stuff that you have. But yeah, just give me 1 sec. Halo video game guns. We make them. We put them in the map. They shoot good. Thank you for the one, Adam said. It's not cool. Real for some VR game. Some dude has a fantasy version of the energy sword that transforms into essentially the Void Hunter's bow from Destiny. It's so fucking clean. Posted in the stream chat. Ooh, I gotta check that out. Thank you for the 2 turbos, and much appreciated, man.
POI ideas, the cigarette from the mission Halo, the dam from Syria 117, the tower from the Covenant, crashed Sentinel factory thing from Halo 2, crashed flood ship, the Halo 2 Delta Temple, Savo Highways Highway, and fuck it, all of Crow's.
I mean, technically, those are possible. The dam from Sierra 117 would be really out of place because the entire map is themed around Covenant and Forerunner stuff. There's not really... Well, I say that, but there's like a fucking human base shoved into the wall over here. But that could just be, you know, that could have been propped up. I could have just found a cave and shoved a door on it. Let's not think too deeply about it. I do like crashed flood ship pieces. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. The trouble is I need them to be kind of small, but also like medium-sized ones. Medium-sized ones. The Halo 2 Delta Temple. I mean, that is pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. Is it a natural formation? Nah. Nah. Have the Enforcer. That's not a point of interest. That's an AI enemy. Nande, thank you for the 2.
I feel like it can use some smaller scaled Forerunner structures, something similar to small beacon towers or that circular ground gate thing in the Silent Cartographer.
The circular ground gate thing in the Silent Cartographer. Why does that not actually ring a bell? Why are there no normal Banshees for the players to use? Is there a cap on them? No, I could add Banshees. I just didn't really think about it. We just have Pelicans and Phantoms and stuff. I just didn't want to add any more flying vehicles. To be honest, the Banshees are just a little bit useless on this map. Like, potentially good for damaging people, but at that point, you might as well just grab, like, a Pelican. We have the Pelican, the Phantom, and the Falcon, and that's already 3 pretty large, pretty powerful flying vehicles. I don't really want to do any more flying vehicles. I want pretty much everything else to be on the ground. Yeah, plays with 200s. Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. For some reason, when you said the Silent Cartographer, my brain, like, fucking got cooked, and I was thinking of, oh my god, my brain is still cooked. Yeah, I was thinking of the snow mission, but yeah. I played the early test. How does the starting room now look? There's no more starting room. I completely removed the starting rooms. They just didn't work very well. It was cool conceptually, but the loadout things didn't even work basically at all. So I kind of just said, fuck it. If you add any ice, could you add the loony in it? Like Snowbound? Artisan? Wait, what? What is the loony? I said Enforcer because of the crashed factory. What does the crashed factory look like? The camo don't work. I don't know what you mean. I can't even see the Falcon. It's basically invisible. Is there weapons and stuff across the map now? There are some. So we still have the originals, which is like these 2 fuel rods, plus the, we got some stanchions as well, which are stationed both inside of here. You can grab stanchions right there. They're kind of hard to see, to be honest, because I got to relight this, but they'll be more visible. I'm actually going to move them a little bit. They're a little bit too far out of the way. A little too hard to see. Nobody grabs them. People are dumb. They don't grab the freaking stanchions, dude. They're very good. They'll be a lot easier to see once I remember to actually put lights in these rooms. Crash Sentinel Factory. What does the Crash Sentinel Factory even look like? I just remember it being a bunch of, like, blocky debris in Halo 2. I definitely want to add some Forerunner-y structures, though. The problem is I went through Halo 3's campaign, and there aren't really any just, like, random Forerunner pillars and things to, like, grab and just, like, slap down. I looked, like, pretty thoroughly, and I didn't see any. It was very odd. Second stream asking for a stanchion. I don't think the stanchion needs a buff. You'll call him. Thanks for the 3, man. Appreciate it.
Side topic. I'm adding some of your vehicles to my single-player campaign, but the AI are not responding to the vehicles, such as won't shoot turret and won't respond to CSGO to commands. Any suggestions?
Yes, so you need to make your AI in your editing kit actually respond to them, and the way that you do that, let me turn off my webcam, is to go into your Gorilla, go to the AI folder at the top, and go to the generic character. This is like the global character that you can edit. and you have to give them information about the vehicles and weapons. So for example, they can fire plasma pistols and stuff. Find a weapon that's similar to the one you're trying to do and give them properties in the weapons properties for it, and give them properties in the firing pattern properties. Then they'll be able to use the weapons. For vehicles, go to the vehicle section, find a vehicle similar, duplicate it, and put that vehicle in here. You have to let your AI and your editing kit know how to control and how to work with those modded stuff that you're editing in. Because by default, they only have the vanilla stuff. Mine, you can see I have a bunch of extra AI stuff in here, but that's just because I spent the time. Usually, it's good enough to just duplicate a similar vehicle. Like, if you have a driven vehicle that's similar to a Scorpion, just duplicate the Scorpion and shove the vehicle tag in there for it. Or if you have like a vehicle that's, or a weapon that's similar to the assault rifle, just duplicate the assault rifle and put it in there. And then after you test it, you can tweak like how often they fire it, how long they fire for, that kind of thing. You can just tweak it all in there. So that's how you give the AI info on modded stuff. Pretty straightforward, to be honest. It's not too hard. Snowbound Forerunner Tunnel. The Snowbound Forerunner Tunnel is kind of cool. I just don't want to add tunnels to the map. I want everybody to be above ground. I want people hiding in tunnels. That just kind of sucks. I already have like the map pretty much modeled out. I just want to add stuff on the map. You know what I'm saying? I want to see if there's any cool like Forerunner-y pillars. Like where would I find some cool, like I want like the sand trap pillars and things, but like metal. I might have to model them myself though. There's no good image of the factory on Google. I mean, there really isn't, as far as I know. Somebody did get a 3D model of it from Halo 2 Anniversary, so I know that it does exist. At this point, I'm just like, maybe I should just grab some of those Halo Reach objects and just like make little towers and things with them. Narrows has a lot. Oh, you know what? That's a good point. Narrows would be kind of sick. Let me open Narrows really quickly. I want to see if there's anything cool there that I could actually use, because Narrows does have some great Forerunner pieces. It has like some great pieces for like cover, and I suspect I could probably make my own kind of like bridges and platforms and things with it as needed. I know I want to add a certain like bridge and platform, at least on like 2 different parts of it. Sacred Icon and Quarantine Zone are going to be the best. Yeah, but they're like Halo 2 era, so I would have to like fix them up, make them more modern, retexture them all, which I'm not against, but it's a little bit tricky. All right, Narrows. Ooh, Narrows has these cool lights, dude. I like these lights in the ceiling of Narrows. These are pretty sick. What else does it have? It's got nice pillars. I like the Narrows pillars. These are cool. I think these are instance geo. Very particularly modeled for this, but they are instance geo. What else do we have? Pretty waterfalls. More stuff particularly made. Ooh, these man cannons are very nice, though. I have to admit. I really like them. Oh, what in the world? Do they have, like, hidden... Oh, because they go under the ground. These are nice man cannons, though. Could theoretically use those. We got the cover in the middle. I think I've used a very similar cover. One from Campaign, though. This one's also very nice. A little lopsided, specifically modeled for this map, though. Not bad. Not bad. I use H2A stuff. I'm understanding H2A is more accepted than CEA assets. Isn't CEA? Yeah, CEA is a lot of just like Reach stuff and like weird art style. H2A is also more similar to Reach than anything else, because it also uses some Reach assets. It's definitely too high fidelity in my opinion for Halo 3, but it's not like egregious by any means. These are just all decals. That's kind of sick. I like that. Yeah, I mean, all this is fine. Nothing I could really use if I'm being honest, but it's not terrible. It's pretty alright. Have you not seen the Forerunner pack in the Halo archive? I have, but it's not set up for in-game. It's like all stuff ripped from Halo 3, but the stuff I want ripped from Halo 3, I want to actually rip from Campaign so that it still has its Halo 3 engine properties, like lights and all kinds of stuff. For example, if this was in the Forerunner pack, and then I tried to grab it directly from the Forerunner pack, these lights would not actually emit light or have any of their Halo properties, but if I manually ripped them from the game, then I could. Around the lower bridge? That's a good point. I didn't really look here. That seems to be just kind of modeled in straightforwardly. Nothing too crazy here. These look cool, but I can't do a ton with them. I mean, it's fine for the most part, but I think probably Campaign is going to end up having the most detailed, nice stuff. The Ark has some great things, but honestly, I think it's just going to end up being the Covenant. The Covenant's probably going to have most of the good stuff. Waterfall might. It's not really Halo 3 Forerunner style, but I'll definitely look at it. Blackout's cool, but the human stuff isn't going to be particularly useful for Permafrost, in my opinion. Frankly, I sometimes regret even putting the human bases in the canyon, but yeah, whatever. Oh, you're talking about it's called chill out in the files. I forget. Cold storage. What about Halo War stuff? If I'm doing any Halo War stuff, I have to basically remodel it all from scratch because it's going to be really low poly. Which is not the biggest deal. Most of the time that can be solved by just having nice textures on it, like redoing it with Halo 3 textures. Could there be any cool foreigner stuff in Construct or Epitaph? Potentially. I've looked at Epitaph before. It's a little bit small scale, nothing crazy. Construct might actually have a few things that would be useful. I do think, as far as the scale I'm trying to do stuff on, I suspect campaign missions are going to be the only place where I grab some stuff from. And the best missions for that are definitely the Ark and the Covenant. Halo has some good stuff, but less than you would expect. Mostly it's good interior stuff on the mission Halo. We're loading up the Covenant right now. I've gone to the Covenant for Forerunner things like a bajillion times. I mean, huge grass uses so many structures. Even this structure right here is on huge grass. Very nice, but too big for what I want. And wouldn't really be useful. I'm not trying to add entirely new areas like I did with huge grass where I just like spammed shit around. Let's try this. Oh, this is interior, right? Might be. Yeah, let's see. The only issue I have with the Covenant is that it's all just these gigantic, awesome-looking sail structures, which I love these, don't get me wrong. They're super cool, but I can't really use them effectively. If I just shove them into the ground sometime, it's like, okay, so what did I really accomplish with that, you know? They're nice, don't get me wrong, but it's like a lot for very little. I'm not trying to add any interior spaces. It's supposed to be an outdoor map. Where else would be good? We could try sell... Try the ice area, the big snow area. What about isolation? I've looked at isolation. It's not a lot. I'm looking for just like pillars and general stuff. I do think at this point I might as well just start adding in some of the Halo Reach stuff from like Forge World and then just maybe retexturing them where needed. This area has some cool things. Like these structures are kind of cool. But the thing is I don't want to just shove giant things into the wall and call it a day. Like, I actually want genuinely interesting points of interest. The problem is Halo 3 just doesn't have a lot of that. All the Forerunner stuff in Halo 3 is just, like, pretty big. Sand traps, but they make the stones gray or white. Easier said than done. Those are modeled to be, like, rough stone pieces that have just kind of, like, fallen apart. Like, this is cool. I like this big overhang section. This is nice. But there's not really a place for it. Low-key would love to have this skybox. This would actually be a really fucking banger skybox for the map. The only downside is that it would just like shadow everything because the light is coming from like directly on. But this would be a great skybox. Damn, low key. Could reuse these mountains. These are kind of awesome. I'll think about it. You know, to put some amount of effort when you take things. Yeah, no, for sure I am. And I'm not trying to, like, do everything effortlessly. I'm definitely going to have to put in, like, a decently large amount of effort when it comes to this stuff, and I'm not against that. But I don't want to have to, like, fully from scratch build up a bunch of stuff, ideally. We can't win here. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty tough thing to make work. Is there lightning down there? That's kind of cool. I never noticed that. Actually, not really looked at this skybox much before. Is there anything above the cloud layer here? Is it just like space? Oh, you can see the galaxy up in the sky. That's cool. Oh, it's so bright. What is this giant area here? It's like a huge box. Is this the outside? Oh, it is just the outside. Okay. Look at that, though, huh? Look at that. Bungie's attention to detail. This giant structure here. Boom. 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 It's real. Everything's too hard or not good enough. No, these are all good suggestions. I'm just trying to, like, logic it out. Because in my head, the idea that I have for this is that instead of it just being, like, like, having these giant structures like this, for example, what I really want to end up doing is putting, like little pillars and things, like the sand trap pillars, but metallic and Forerunner. And the only ones I can actually think of that are like that are going to be in Halo Reach's Forge World. So I low-key might just open Forge World and grab some of those. Because I have all the materials and things for Forge World already in for, like, literally every Forge piece that's in Forge World. I already have the textures for those ported over to Halo 3 from Ultimate Forge. Like, every single one is in already. So I can use those as much as I want. That said, I need to remember where they are. So we're going to go here. This is Halo Reach Forge World. I'm just going to look for Forge. Maybe search Forge. No, it's map variant palette. Adam, thank you very much for the 2. Appreciate
Check
it.
Halo. As in H3's last mission, the giant
Yeah.
pillars that collapse and wipe out parts of the Warthog run may be scaled down, as well as other props and obstacles from the Warthog run would probably be great.
Yeah, I've actually used those on huge grass in the cave sections. They kind of like pop out of the walls. And I definitely like those quite a bit. I may end up using them. I may actually end up using them. I'm going to look through Halo Reach really quickly, though. We have structures, buildings. I'm going to open some of these. These are on objects levels Forge. Let's go there. Objects levels Forge. And I just kind of want to look at some of these. So this is the Bunker Low. Oh, it's this one. Yeah, this could be kind of sick to have a couple of these around. I want to peek through here. Some of these will actually be really great. Tower 3 story. I think I already have this ported. Oh no, actually this is the lockout room. I don't have this one ported in. I guess the only real downside is I would actually have to build something out of these, because right now it wouldn't work very well. What about using Avalanche? Things on the Avalanche map? Avalanche does have some pretty good stuff. I have pulled some things. Actually, I pulled a lot of things from Avalanche into Permafrost, but... We have Tower Tall already. I've got that into... Loki could throw some of these around. That would be kind of sick. It's been a long time since I've seen your YouTube channel. I've been here since the Honda. Hey, welcome. Welcome, welcome. I don't do Minecraft stuff anymore, but I still am me. I'm still the same human being. Bunker Full is the... Yeah, it's the closed one. This one wouldn't be particularly useful. Pressure natural blocks. Bridges could be cool. Hey, welcome to Cons. Thanks for the 420, dude.
Next year, what we working with?
Good to see you, man. We're going to Permafrost still. I was looking around campaign just to see what kind of stuff might be useful to end the map. Nothing from Halo 3's campaign is standing out to me. So right now I'm looking into Forge World on Halo Reach to see if any of those objects might actually be nice to put into the map as like actual scenery pieces. Maybe I could construct something out of those. I think it'd be kind of cool. The bunker could be used as a small garage. That's true. I could scale it up and make it into something like that. That'd be kind of cool. Am I using those Covenant cylinders from Snowbound behind the one base? Oh, I have some of those. Actually, those are in. Adam, thank you for the 2.
Also, Ox Company 4660's comment on retexturing space elevator debris would be cool. Great idea
probably work.
for H3 burial mounds debris. Also, before I forget, that reel is pinged in stream chat.
Oh yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for the 2. I will check it out in a sec, I promise you that. None of the blocks will probably be particularly useful. If anything, I would use like the bridges. But there are some good bridges already in game. What about a bridge 2x5? What does this look like? Oh, okay. It's like a long-ish bridge. What does the 2x1 look like? Okay, it's just really short. Oh, right. Dude, it's been so long since It's been so fucking long since I did anything in Reach that I low-key forgot. Oh, this is a great piece, actually. This could have some seriously good uses. I think this would be cool. Imagine it was like placed in the ground like this and just kind of strutting out. Like, this is the kind of object I'm with. Are there not any pillars? I feel like I'm tripping. There's got to be some pillars. Cylinder large? Oh, this one. That is not a cylinder. This would be great, dude. This is perfect. This is exactly what I want. Some of these just platforms. These like little Forerunner objects stuck into the ground. Answer my question? Wait, what did you say? I have you on 144p and your stream still stutters and buffers. What's the internet as fine as your internet run on a single copper wire? Dude, I don't know. Nobody else is complaining about buffering. I don't know what to tell you, to be honest. I think my stream is fine. I checked my status and it said that my stream health is excellent. There was like one point, like a little while ago, where the stream like dropped for a second, and then ever since then it's been flawless. I'm not really sure, to be honest. I think you're criticizing my internet, but it seems like it might be your internet. All right, I'm gonna set up my blender here on the side to take Halo 3 or Halo Reach objects in Halo 3's format. So I could theoretically just drop this in. Like so. And boom! Just like that. I got a brand new Reach Forge object that I can just plug into Halo 3. All I gotta do is boom, like that. Actually, I don't even need these. Now that I think about it, let's just delete those. Clear parent cube transform. E. Z. It's beautiful. It's beautiful! And it just uses a bunch of forge panels and glass and stuff that I already have. So that's pretty cool. I think I can even see it here, because... Oh, yeah, look at that, dude. Hell yeah. You can just throw these down on permafrost. Call it a day. What about the giant satellite from standoff? That's sadly a Skybox thing. It's not actually fully modeled in. I feel like low-key it might be kind of awesome to set this to the same Skybox as the Covenant has, where you like see the giant thing off in the distance. That would go kind of crazy. Still think not checking Sacred Icon is a miss? I mean, I could check Sacred Icon. We can pull up Halo 2. It's not going to do anything too crazy. Scenarios. Oh, shoot. I forget which scenario Sacred Icon is. Solo. Is it Flood Lab? Sentinel Walls? Fuck, I totally forgot. Halo 2 Sacred Icon. Yeah, it is Sentinel Walls. Okay. So to adjust your stream, though? Weird. It might be YouTube. YouTube has a memory leak with chat. It's really lame. It's been a problem for years, and YouTube just doesn't fix it. So refreshing every once in a while helps. All those videos and other streams is fun. I don't know. That is weird. What else? What else? Okay, so we have this object. I do low-key want to add this in. Let me just save this really quickly into permafrost. Maps. Permafrost. Oh, right. Huge towers. FF cylinder small. Alright, that's saved. So now I have this, and I can put this in permafrost anytime I want. I would have to just adjust a couple of settings, but other than that, it should be fine. Alrighty, next up. Keep looking at Halo Reach stuff while Sacred Icon loads. So, as much as I like that, what else do that? Tell me I'm tripping. I believe there has to be some kind column. Oh my god, please tell me this is... Well, I mean, that's really boring. Fuck. Name other columns. Crenellation. WTF is this thing? That's funny. Maybe brace? What is brace large? Oh, it's this thing. This actually might come in handy. You're looking for strut? Let's see. What does strut look like? Oh, yeah. Strut would be good. These would be fun to have around. Let's throw that into Blender real quick. Oh! You know what? I gotta start not doing that, because then it ends up resetting my entire foundry settings. I go in every time, set it to halo scale, positive x-axis. And then I gotta drag it in. Dum dum dum. Do a little foundry import. Lovely. Delete the physics, delete the collision, clear the parent. Delete everything that's not literally it. And yeah, the strut, I think it'll come in handy. Let it cook, let it cook. It's still cooking. It's it's cooking a lot. At this point, I'm not even convinced it's gonna recover. It might just explode and crash and die. Ah, there we go. All right, not bad. Yeah, this will definitely be nice to have. Definitely, definitely. I'll save it to FF strut. Cool. Let's keep looking. What's the walkway cover look? Oh, this thing. Yeah, this thing's sick. I don't really have a good use for it off the top of my head, but I'll keep it in mind. Oh, the antenna dish. What does a regular antenna look like? No. Brace. I think we looked at brace, right? No, we didn't. These things are sick. Though. Oh, dude, I should make some sick, like, walkways and things with those. I might snag this, actually. I might snag this and use some walkways with it and create, like, a little platform. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. Actually, can I, like, edit my preferences for Foundry? Omaha, tool. Yeah, whatever. Loki perfect walkway gate. Yeah, I want to do some, like, bridge pieces and then use that as well. Let me do something really. Defaults, save startup file, overwrite. Okay, now settings should be good. All right, so I'm going to take this, grab the model tag, drag it in Foundry import. There we go. Lovely. Get rid of all the physics. Get rid of the collision. And let's check it out visually with some materials. That is the collision. I deleted the wrong one, or I kept the wrong one. Let's undo that. There we go. That looks pretty good. How many vertices is that? Honestly, a bit much. 1,400 for just a single brace is a fuck ton. To be fair, it is a render model, though. Oh well. It is what it is. I'll save it. Alright, now let's see what else we got. Wait, what is brace large? Oh, right, I just looked at that. Yeah. That's decorative. Column. We looked at column. It's too boring. I'd say it's like perfect, but also just way too boring. There's a neat landscape metal reconstruction and burial mounds. Yeah, I've used those for Halo 2 mods. They look good in Halo 2, but Jesus, why was that so loud? Cool. And what a skybox, dude. How have I not used this for anything before? That's so sick. I can see high charity up in the air. You can see you're on the Halo ring and look down on this just massive terrain below. That's so cool. Nice. Let's look around before I switch BSPs. Cool pillars. I presume these are instantia? Maybe? Maybe not. No, I think they are. Yeah, it's just too halo. I don't want to look at this. I don't care. It's all too low poly. It's not exactly what I want. I'd rather pull higher poly stuff from Reach. Well, look at these platforms, actually. Platform 4x4. Ooh, yeah, I can use this. This could be pretty good. That's the corner. What about platform 4x4 tower? Wait, what? Oh, it's this one, yeah. Yeah. Might actually use that. What is walkway? Ah, it's that one, inevitably. So bridge 2x5 is probably what I'm going to use the most. Look at the other bridges, though. We have 2x3. Same thing, but just shorter, so not that crazy. 2x2. Again, just a shorter version. We have the diagonals, of course. Not going to use those more than likely, but they exist. A short diagonal. Probably more useful. And then I just want a platform for these bridges to connect to, and then I would feel pretty happy. What is dish door? Is this the one that... Oh, I see. Yeah, it's got the little piece on it right there. Corner 45. What are you? Oh, that's nice. Platform 2x2 corners. This is going to be the smaller of the two. I think I've actually never used this in Reach, but it seems like an extremely useful object. Platform 4x4. I'm sure platform ramped. What is it? Oh, I see. It's got like the built-in bridge section. That's not bad. Not good for the what I'm envisioning in my mind for the area I'm trying to work on, but it's not bad. What about platform Y? If anything, I'll probably just use the platform 4x4. Low key, might use the 4x4 tower. Sniper's Nest is a good structure? True. Sniper's Nest is pretty sick. My thinking is, though, that I wanted to add some kind of structure that hangs between these two things here, right? Like some bridges that connect from one side to the other. I don't know if that's viable, though. I'll probably just at least put down some, like, metallic Forerunner-y strut objects around, and then that might just be good enough. It would look pretty cool with these, though. These are nice. I'll append in the first couple of objects into the map real quick. So this will be my Forge World collection right here, and then I'm just going to append into the map these bad boys. I had put them in this folder here. I'm going to go to date modified. So we have the bridge brace, the strut, and the cylinder small. I'm going to do the strut first, because I feel like this one I'm going to get the most use out of. How about a broken bridge over the AA? Yeah, I'm not against it. I said this to like 4 times. Oh my god, I meant 2 times larger. We could put some of these around and just decorate the map with them a bit. Yeah, like one there. One there is kind of stuck in the wall a little bit. I want to put a bunch of these down. These are just really nice. Could be colored? Yeah, I could definitely swap the colors on these. Would not be a bad move. I get away with making some of these even bigger, like that. I think a little bit of extra decoration like this will go a long way. I don't want to put too many of these, that's why I wanted to get multiple variants of like different Reach Forge objects, but as far as actual map geometry goes, I think these will look pretty nice. Also, if you're ever making maps and stuff, do not forget to not just do regular duplicate, but like instance duplicate, which is Alt-D instead of Shift-D for the hotkey. It is a small difference, but a really big one when you export your maps. Okay, that's a nice little touch. How much are these a piece? These are, no, not you. They are, oh, these are only like 700 triangles. That's actually pretty reasonable. It's pretty cheap. Make sure that the stuff here is going to be Halo material properties. We want these to be one-sided transparent. For the rest here, I don't think they'll need anything special. It's all just kind of closed up, sealed up, good to go. Red and blue stripes would be cool. I agree. I agree. Let's see, if I turn on textures really fast, as far as textures go, it would be this material here. Just 4 dark. That seems to have the emission map on it. Not too bad. I'll put them in regularly, and then after the fact I'll switch it up and make sure the colors are appropriately team colored. Now I'm going to match the size on these things here. Okay, not bad. A little bit wonky, but it's not too bad. I don't think it'll be particularly noticeable. I want to have some kind of like cool giant struts that like poke up and out of the map in certain places. That'd be kind of dope. What would be a good way to do that? Put some of those Forerunner platforms around as well. I can put these in a couple more places, I feel like. Let me experiment a little. Might not be half bad to have them here, like in the mountainside a little bit. I'd probably have to make them even bigger. At this point, it's like just comically large. I'll see though. If they look weird in game, then I'll just change them. But for now, this is probably not a big deal. That seems fine. I don't know about the platform. Let me try adding in the Forerunner platform. Bridge raise about cylinder small was the other one here. So we have this now. Which I feel like I could get a lot of use out of this just based off of its textures alone. Like it's got the bottom and the top part. It kind of is just a platform without a connection. If I flip it upside down, it could just be like a kind of a... Could just be like a little Forerunner-y bit sticking out of the ground to like just fill up space. That's big. That's a pretty big structure. That's not really a point of interest either. I think it's definitely going to be smaller. Get back down to 1. Oh, maybe we could set it to 2. 2's not bad. Then what would I do with it? The struts are nice because they actually add to like the cliffs and things. This one is just kind of weird. I don't really have a good use for it. It does look nice, and it'll be nice to have more Forerunner architecture around, but like, what am I going to do with this thing? Maybe not even much. Maybe I just don't use it. Yeah, some of that crack. Maybe. What if I do this? I'm gonna turn it into a little platform that like crops out. Could be kind of cool. I'll experiment with it. It's a lower height than that one, so you'd be at a bit of a disadvantage. Put the epitaph tower in the distance beyond the edge of the map. Maybe. It'd be an interesting detail. I might actually switch up a lot of the skybox, because I don't necessarily love that it's just this big foggy wasteland. It'd be kind of nice if there were some visuals out there that were visible. This is already cool, but I want to go ahead and do, where are you? Halo Reach. I want to get some more objects. This is a nice platform, though. Low-key, might grab this. I don't know if it's any use for it, though. That's the problem. Bridges would be great, too. I would love to have some extra bridges around. Especially with that platform I just had, plus... Now, this one might be kind of odd, shape-wise. Maybe I should do the 4x4 corner would go kind of crazy, low-key. Because then I could... Well, no, the problem with this piece is there's not really any way for the bridges to connect meaningfully. If I make a little platform with it, the bridges don't really go anywhere. There's nowhere for them to go. 4 of these, it's all just walled up in every direction, so I can't really do much with that. What's Bunker Gulch? Is this the round? Oh yeah, it's the round base. I don't think I'll be adding any of those. Oh, what did I just do? Pyramid's cool, but I never really thought of a good way to use it effectively. I do very much like the tower because it's so, like, self-sufficient. It's tough, man. There's a lot of good options, and I can't really think of good ways to use them all. Room triple. I hate room triple, dude. God damn it. It's got too many holes. This one's nice, though. I could actually see this being insanely useful. Some bunkers around would genuinely be really, really nice, especially with like some snipers and things in them. I'll probably grab the bunker, throw a couple of these down in the map. Do that real quick. Ooh, did I actually fix my... Oh, I did. Halo scale set to X. Beautiful. Now I don't have to reset it every single time. Go me! Lightning. Is it storming outside right now? What the fuck? Oh shit, it is. Where the hell did this come from? Wild. Blood Gold style bunkers? Nah. I could put them. I just don't want it. I feel like they're too obvious. I mean, all of these are going to be a little bit obvious, to be fair, but... eh. Ready a little foundry import. Got a beautiful base. Delete everything that's not literally the base. Wait, that's so funny. Ah, whatever. They used some kind of decimation program. Bungie used some kind of decimation program to, like, chop this up into a bunch of pieces. Look, Green, they do it too. They do it too. They got lazy. Not that I blame them. At Halo 5 ground bound. No, 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 no! You can't make me. Do what? They did the auto-convex holing on this object for the physics model. Even the file names of the physics pieces were like HK auto-convex and like all this other shit. Add a rebalanced weapon? No! I mean, I kind of did with the Scorpion. I actually did rebalance the Scorpion because it was fucking awful. That's surprising. I can't say I'm surprised. It's a good tool. It's just not perfect. This thing's kind of small. Maybe I'll scale up twice. Add Subway Surfers gameplay. I'm going to have to go with no. An interesting suggestion, to be sure, but I'm going to go with no on that one. Trees in the way. Where would be another good spot to have one of these bunkers? Maybe at the bases. The main bases could possibly benefit from having these. Like up on the hillsides would be kind of cool. Nice, yeah. These will actually be useful, because like when you have a scorpion trying to like roll up on the hill, having these will genuinely be nice. I will be grateful to have these. Not that anybody ever seems to roll up on this base with a scorpion, but you know. The thought that counts. I never spawn on this team, so nobody ever thinks to try and rage bait me by scorpion camping. Really some Temple Cub sniper towers. Yeah, those could be useful. Maybe I could even put some more of these up on the hills here too, for anybody who wants to like snipe from this area. They're a pretty good look around the entire map from here. Not bad. If there's any other things that might be fun to drag into the map. Oh, you know what? I just realized. Let me do boundary, remove duplicate materials. Nice. And include actual weapon spawns? Yeah, of course I am. I want to put this in game though. I just want to see how these look, see if they're any good. Because I might not keep a lot of these and end up removing them, but it'd be really sick if they actually looked good. Alright, let's do this. In order to get this in game, there's a couple of steps we got to do, as I'm sure many of you are already very familiar, but it's pretty easy. Select our bevels. We got to clean them up a little bit. Some of these get some funky selections going on with them, and we just clean them up by removing extra edges. This entire area there should be good now. A little bit to clean up here, and then this one spot right here, we go boom, boom. Now we get to bevel it. Then we're going to remove our bevel from any of the cleanup areas. That way they can just stay very nice. And then we will assign these to the ground material as well. Then I'm going to do a UV unwrap for all of the materials here. These will be, this is the same UV it should be using in Substance Painter with the updated export. Nice. And then last but not least, we crunch the map down officially, and then we add a skybox. Once the skybox is up here, we are golden. I think everything else is good. Yep, we should be good. Let's put it in the game. This is definitely going to increase the file size pretty substantially, but it's well worth it. Yo, Grunt, thank you for the 2. Very much appreciated.
Mousetrap emoji. Plus. Happy
plus.
Taco Tuesday Skaboodly.
Happy Taco Tuesday. It ain't Tuesday. You know what? Nah, fuck it. Happy Taco Tuesday Skaboodly. Mr. Skibbity, Mr. Noodle. Can I call you Noodle? Mr. Noodle. It is Tuesday? Is it actually Tuesday? What the fuck? Oh, it's not. It's Monday. In America, which is the only real time zones, alright? So if you say it's Tuesday and you live somewhere else in the world, that's just not true. And that's also just not true. Tuesday in Europe? What the fuck kind of state is Europe? Is that a city in like Minnesota or something? What the hell is he talking about? Yo, Joe, thank you for the 2, man. Appreciate it.
I kinda want the Mega Mantis to get a small damage nerf but a big health buff. I really hate how much of a glass cannon it is, even though it loses in a 1v1 to a Scorpion. It's not even a glass cannon anymore, it's just glass.
I could give it a bit of a health buff. I just worry that... I mean, a Scorpion should be able to take it out pretty effectively, to be fair. Well, to be honest, every time I see somebody fight a Scorpion in that thing, they do it completely wrong. They start, like, hopping around like crazy for some reason, which means they can't output any damage to the Scorpion. And I'm just really confused why they just start hopping around endlessly, because that's, like, the worst strategy of all time. I'm not going to buff it yet, but I will buff it in the future if it turns out that that is actually a problem. Because I saw somebody post a clip where they were in the Mega Man. It's like, dude, you need to buff the Mega Mantis. And they were using it, like, horribly. They were playing very bad. And I was like, that is not a me problem. That was very much a them problem. Okay, so all of these should be the correct shaders that we need. So I'm going to take these tags, levels, multi, huge towers, shaders. Then we're going to make a new folder in here called Forge World. These are for all of our Forge World objects. We need to shove them in there. And then we can do tool, structure, levels, multi, huge towers, no. Structure, huge towers, dot s. Alright, let's see. Hopefully we're not missing any materials. That would make me a little sad. This should be every Forge World material, but you never know. Dum 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 da 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 dum da dum 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 da 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 dum. Respectfully, your bouncing can be janky. Oh, for sure. I just don't think... I don't think the Mega Man is that bad. I'm willing for it. I'm willing to hear it out, but... Yeah, thank you for the 2, Joe.
You can fire both guns just fine in the air. Also, that shit moves like a snail if you don't jump.
True.
You are literally an easier target if you don't jump against a Scorpion.
Oh, I'm not going to disagree with you. I'm just talking about the particular clip I saw where they were, like, trying to jump, like, directly on top of the Scorpion, and then that caused them to, like, miss their shots over and over, and then they, like, didn't land any shots on the Scorpion, and then they died, and they were like, whoa! I'm Puerto Rican, and I don't appreciate statements like that. Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is a territory, though. What? All Puerto Ricans are U.S. citizens. I'm confused. Like saying about Europe sounds bad, man. Oh. I just thought he was RPing as like one of the America Maxers. It's just like everything's America if you think about it. We're the strongest. Burgers, hamburgers, football. Well, we're going to lose our light mapping, but considering it's kind of mid-tier anyway, I'm not even mad about it. Pretty excited to see. I hope these struts and things do end up actually looking nice. Whoa. The cape values are going through the roof here on Sunday. Oh my god. I hope this ends up being accurate, dude. God damn. I'm gonna see some crazy ass storms if this holds. I'm gonna see a tornado this year. Talking about our 400 quadrillion in debt. We don't believe in debt in America. We just get new credit cards, brother. That easy. Pay off your debt with new debt. Hell yeah. Something, something. Economy. Please, I want this to look cool. RGB, oh, what up, Designer American? How you doing, man? Better be good. Better be great, actually. I hope you're doing amazing. I'm alive. Welcome. Welcome back. It's good to have you. We're waiting for a pretty cool update. Oh, it's almost done too. It's writing clusters right now. I added a bunch of Halo Reach Forge objects as like actual terrain pieces. Oh, we'll see it here in a sec. We're gonna lose our light mapping, but it's probably not even gonna look that much crazier, to be honest. The light mapping is so flat. Any second now. Any second now. We still going? Yep. Yerp. Yerp. Any day now. Any day now. Any day now. Hey! Oh, we gotta wait an extra little bit. Didact, you spammed me just for this. You spammed me to look at this in stream chat. RJ be like, the body and hair I want, the body and hair I have. I'm not even shaped like that, bro. I'm not even shaped like that. I'm actually fairly in shape, my dude. Ooh. Okay, to be fair, I'm kind of skinny. I don't really have a lot of muscle. But, like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck, man? Whoa, that's kind of crazy looking. I'm not sure how I feel about that platform. What about this, though? This looks kind of sick. Oh, no, these stick out of the fucking... Oh, that's terrible. Oh, they stick out over here. Oh, no, these are actually in. Oh! The fact that they stick out is actually atrocious. How about these? How are these little sniper spots? Are these any good? I guess these are fine. Put some weapons. It's a little big, honestly. Oh, and then there's that. Ooh. Eh, they're okay. I don't love it. These are cool, though. I like them here. These are a good spot. Am I 5'5"? I am 6'1". I'm gonna be honest, they looked better in Blender. They looked a lot better in Blender. And these are kind of lame. They don't really add much to the map. A bunker massive? It sure is. This is cool, though. I like this one here. These need to be shrunk, though. The bunkers, as much as I wanted them to be large, they just don't look good at a large scale. Yeah, I totally forgot about the shield. Cutting through these does not look great. Let me go to the glass. Where's forged glass? Set the glass to be opaque, so it stops looking quite as weird. Do these have errors? They probably have a bunch of errors, don't they? This one has a bunch of errors. Nobody told me about that. I thought I fixed that. Yeah, all of them have errors. Ew! Ew! Those are vehicles. Wait, what? This one actually has a fuck ton of open... How, bro? I fixed you. You know what? I don't even care anymore. That's what I get for trying to put render geometry in as map geometry. Talco, thank you for the 2. Appreciate it.
So short and bald now?
What?
The fanfic is crazy.
Yeah, actually, what the fuck? I have a nice head of hair and I'm 6'1". What do you mean short and bald? Bro, what? Who is projecting onto me? What is happening? I'd enjoy it. Thank you for the 2.
Can we get a tip goal for a Tartarus haircut?
No, I'm not getting a Tartarus haircut, dude. I have very few haircuts that I actually like on me. This is one of them. I actually like this haircut. It's not bad. It's not bad. How are the shorts doing? I haven't posted a short in a while. Is it doing good today? Make me feel good numbers. Oh, it is doing pretty good. Nice. Let's go. It's not like going crazy, but it's doing good. Hell yeah, man. Makes me feel good. Sometimes I post shorts and then just like people are like, I don't care about this, and then they just don't watch it and I cry myself to sleep. Post longs? I'm going to. What happened to... Oh, I know what happened. Ooh, I broke the map. That's why there's so many errors all of a sudden. I was like sitting there like, I thought I fixed all... Yeah, I did fix all of it, and then I proceeded to break it. Understood. Understood. I accidentally introduced a shit ton of errors into that. Okay, so the Forge World experiment was interesting. Not worth it, though. Not worth it. I accidentally broke the whole map in the process. It's fine. I subbed a bit ago from shorts, and this is the first time live. Hey! Well, I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. We're working on my new big snow map, and I accidentally broke it just a second ago and lost all the lighting data. I was trying to add in some of these Forge World pieces from Halo Reach as, like, full-on map geometry, but I'm not really liking how they're turning out, so I think I'm going to remove these. The pillars are cool, though. If I could keep the pillars, I do like how these work. Bunkers are too big. Making them 2 times the size doesn't look that good. I think the bridges will work out well, though. I'm going to add the bridges. I'm going to put them between the little thing of things. I think it'll actually work pretty good. The struts are good. Yeah, these are like the only ones I like. The other ones... Actually, I do like these, but I need to make them smaller. Bunkers are ugly. I like these, but... Honestly, oh no, actually I can't even use them because I gotta get new glass. Okay, we'll just stick with the struts. We'll just stick with the struts. 1.5. Maybe. I might just keep them on the default size, even if they're really small. Maybe I can just find a better bunker, actually. Or maybe I could just, like, cobble together some structures, like Forge style, but then do it in Blender. That'd be kind of sick. But in any case, it's pretty good. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Cheeky straw. I just think they look good. Like, that one there looks good. This one here looks good. They're not intrusive. They don't get in the way. They just kind of add some Forerunner-iness to the map. That said, if I can find something similar to this, but from Halo 3's campaign, I would do it in a heartbeat. I just don't think there is anything like this in Halo 3's campaign. All of the Forerunner stuff is just like interior stuff. Halo 3 didn't go crazy with the Forerunner structures in the outdoors. I can barely find a single thing to add into my little temporary Forerunner bases here. It's not too bad, though. All things considered, it's not too bad. These, I'm sad. These would have looked great if the shield wasn't in the way. That's on me, though. Nothing I can do about that. Oh well. Experiment with some more. I'll be honest, guys. I'm low-key tired. I'm going to hop off for the night. And I'll save the rest of getting some cool Forerunner-y bits and things for tomorrow's stream. So... if you have any cool suggestions for this, any cool like Forerunner pieces that you have like screenshots of or from missions or anything, feel free to @me on the Discord server if you come up with anything cool. I'm going to be looking into it myself and seeing if I can find any like good stuff, because I really do think some extra Forerunner pieces and points of interest will go crazy. So any suggestions or ideas you have in that vein, please let me know. In the meantime, I have some of these ideas written down here for like UNSC bits, Covenant crashed ship bits, maybe some Forerunner hallways I could shove into there. Though I don't necessarily want to do caves and hallways. That'll just take away from the outdoorsy aspect of the map. Cutouts from the Ark. Yeah, if you have any like cool pictures or stuff that you think might look cool, the Ark asset pack, I'll look into it. I'll see if there's anything cool there that might interest me. But we'll look at it tomorrow on stream. I'm out for the night. I do hope you guys enjoyed the stream today. Thank you for the support. It means a lot. We already got halfway through the daily tip goal. That means a lot to me. Really appreciate that level of support. I'll see you guys tomorrow, though. It should be about 6 p.m. Central. Sorry for the late stream today, by the way. I was very busy doing a bunch of other stuff. Tomorrow I should... Actually, I might just do an early stream tomorrow. Maybe like 4 p.m. Central, like 2 p.m. West Coast. We'll see, though. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I hope you did enjoy. Have a splendid rest of your night. I'm going to go work on some YouTube shorts before bed. And some YouTube longs, also known as videos. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night, guys. See you then. Bye-bye!